Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a head-to-head between the new Peak from Latitude 64, which just happens to be Isaac Robinson's new putter, and we're going to go against his old putter, which is the PA-3. Peak versus PA-3. Let's go. Hey guys, Isaac Robinson just signed with Latitude 64. He already said he is going to putt with the Peak. Well, I've got his old putter here, the PA-3. We're going to go head to head. I'm going to throw him. I'm going to putt with him. It's 30 degrees out. It's about to snow here in Charlotte. We haven't had snow in 3 years. Hey, why not go to the course and freeze my batukas off? Let's go. We're at a short putter course. This should be perfect. I've got 2 PA-3s. I've got 2 Peaks. We're going to alternate between the 2 of them. But first, let's start with this good old Peak and kind of a base plastic. First hole's about 150, elevated basket, ace run all day. Woo! All right. Well, we're doing 2 off the top. All right. Now I've got the more premium Peak right here. Let's keep it a little bit low. Got to warm up just a tiny bit here. There we go. Now the 2 PA-3s I have here are Isaac Robinson's signature one and a good old school Will Schusterick PA. I've had this for a long time. It's actually got his signature on them. I went to one of his clinics. This thing is super puddle top and a gem. So here we go. Let's throw these 2. Oh, I love that all day. Yeah, with that elevated basket, just wants you to throw up. Gets these putters a little bit nose up. Should be more line drive, kind of like that. Okay, we got some long putts to make, which should be good at testing these discs out. Thanks for tuning in the channel, guys. Really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys can do that. Everything helps on the channel, and using my code over at Disc Golf Deals USA helps the channel out too. Really appreciate it, guys. So the way we're going to do this showdown is I'm going to play each disc where it lands, and you got to putt with the same disc from that location. Whichever one gets the lowest score is going to get a point. This is the Peak. Oh man, really love how the Peak putts. All right, PA-3 definitely got a little closer here. All right, we're going to putt with the good old Isaac Robinson one here. All right, again, straddle putts. I talked about this in my last video. Make sure you use your legs to help get it up. Yes, let's go. Maybe I should straddle all my putts. Woo, I'm not built for the cold. All right, PA-3 is up by 1. Another 150 footer here. All right, now we're just gonna throw 1 disc of each mold on each hole. I am favoring this base plastic Peak. Does feel a little bit better in the cold. Still pretty stiff in the cold. There we go. Get down. That could ace. Oh my gosh. Off the top band. Wow. In honor of Will Schusterick, new CEO of Prodigy, let's throw the PA-3 signed Schusterick. There we go. Oh, that could ace too. Come on. Oh my gosh, how did I not ace? Beginner courses like this are great for any level player out there. It's a great course for someone like me to bring just a putter. You throw and you putt with the same disc. Great practice working on upshots and putts. And an added challenge is these holes are going to make you want to ace run it. When you ace run baskets, you're definitely left with C2 putts and long C1 putts. All right, Peak. We got probably about a 40 footer here. Yes, let's go. All right, can we push? Let's go with the Isaac Robinson one on this one. There we go. We got to push. The PA-3 is up by 1 point into hole 3. This one is definitely a sidearm shot. I don't like the sidearm putters like this unless it's more like a zone overstable putter. So we're going to go backhand, which is going to make this hole a little bit trickier. Okay, PA-3 is winning, so PA-3 is going to go first. Ace run, come on. All right, Park City. Okay, Peak, can you do it? Yes, do it. Definitely playing with a little more pace today just because of the temperature. All right, guys, so like I said, Charlotte, we don't get a lot of snow. We actually haven't had any measurable snow in about 3 years. So I'm praying, hoping we'll get something this afternoon. And then I'm going to bring you probably my channel's very first snow round tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. All right, PA-3. Wow, we're still probably about 45 feet here. All right, let's go with the little shoestrick putt on this one. See if we can get it in. Love it. Yeah, cash money. Okay, peak. I mean, we're about circle's edge here. This is definitely not a gimme. Okay, close battle here. PA-3 is still up by 1. All right, so PA-3 and peak, I mean, these are almost identical as far as the heights go. I do feel like the peak probably is just a tad shallower, but it doesn't have the puddle top like the PA-3 does, so that probably balances out as far as the way it feels in the hand. The bead is definitely bigger on the PA-3, if you can see that, as compared to the bead on the peak. I know Lat 64 calls this kind of a micro bead, but I'd say that's not necessarily a micro bead. I've seen some micro beads before, and this definitely isn't micro. I'd say it's maybe a medium bead. Does that make sense? Mid bead. But they definitely do feel very similar to each other, and their flights are pretty close to each other too. Okay, only got about 100 feet here. Never know which way to go. Either Anheuser, Heiser. Anheuser's definitely bigger. Feel like it'll do the ace run a little bit better. All right, let's go left route Anheuser. Peak is up first. Oh man, that tree is right in the way. All right, PA-3. All right, better shot there. Really loving the way these guys putt. PA-3 still up by 1. Well, Jeremy, you got nothing going on today. Why don't you go out and shoot a video when it's freezing outside? What a wonderful idea. All right, 190, right hand, backhand, Heiser shot. This is perfect for these discs right here. This is exactly what I'd pull out to get this disc. All right, let's go with PA-3. PA-3's leading by 1. Yep, come on. Oh, stinking tree. Peak. Yep. Don't hit the tree. Oh, why are there so many trees? So I'm out here at a course called Blair Mill in the Charlotte area. I actually did a challenge out here, or I started a challenge where I was going to try to ace every hole out here. And this, hole number 5, was the one that really roadblocked me. Man, these trees are right in the way. It's almost impossible to ace. I think the only way to ace it is actually taking a really skinny straight route, which is impossible, but kind of gave up. But if you want to check some of those videos out, I might still have them available. PA-3, we're left with probably about a 50 footer here. Not sure why I'm even carrying these. I don't know. I just like, when I'm putting, I like having something in my hand. So they're just kind of around for the ride here. All right, PA-3, 50 footer. Can't feel my fingers anymore. Let's go. Come on. Oh, that was such a good putt. All right, Peak, this is your chance. Can tie things up. Yes. All right, tie ball game. Going into hole 6. Okay, hole 6, it says 200, but I know they kind of changed this layout because of some flooding issues. This looks more like maybe 160-ish. Severe turnover shot. This would actually be a perfect zone sidearm, but not gonna sidearm these guys. Sorry to disappoint you, but let's see if we can get a little turnover action with these guys. So Peak brought it back. So you got the honors on this one. We're gonna do a nice high-ish, medium-ish turnover. See if we can get this corner. Yes, I love that. Great angle, went a little long. Man, this is a severe turn. All right, let's do a little bit more Anheuser. Love that one too. Okay, got some putts. Okay, we got dueling putts here. We're about 33 feet, and then the PA-3 is probably about 30 feet here. Again, challenge right now is really my fingers. Man, they're just getting so cold. Love it all the way, hit the top band. All right, PA-3's got a chance to go back on top. All right, we're gonna say that's got to do with the cold, but to be honest, that's probably fair. Cold conditions are for real. Don't know how you guys play in this. Okay, this one is definitely probably maybe like 275-ish. It's gonna be kind of a pump with these guys. We're gonna have to start something straight, hopefully get it to fade a little bit at the end. This tee box wants you to throw right into those trees on the right when you're doing backhand. I'm gonna try to not do that. All right, PA-3's up. There we go, not gonna get any turn. Yeah, there you see the stability. Yeah, those PA-3s are definitely stable for sure. All right, let's see how the peak compares. There we go, get a little turn. Yes, a little less stable of a disc. Bad tree kick. Why so many trees? This is gonna be a tough birdie from here, but not impossible. All right, we got the straddle going. All right, use the legs. Oh, good run. Definitely got more room with the peak here, but that tree, holy cow, is right in the way. All right, we're just gonna do a little bit of a hyzer putt right around the tree. Don't hit the tree. Actually, positive reinforcement. Don't say don't hit the tree. Let's go with hit the basket. Hit the basket and go in. Yes. Okay, positive reinforcement, be more specific. Go in the basket, not hit the basket. So interesting thing I heard about sports psychology is when you say don't do something in your brain actually turns it into the positive version of that. So if you're saying don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, your brain is focusing on that tree and it turns it into I'm focusing on that tree, which means hit the tree. I don't know if that makes sense. So instead of telling yourself to not do something, you need to flip that and focus on what you want to do. Like, let's hit this line. Let's put it in the basket. Instead of saying, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree. I imagine most of you guys can think of situations where you're like, man, I really don't hit that tree. And then you step up there and you hit the tree, right? Right? Let me know in the comments if you've done that. 2 holes to go, we're tied up. This is a fun shot, nice turnover. It basically plays 200 because it's sitting up on that hill. Let's see, I think PA-3 got the last blood to tie it up. So PA-3 is gonna go first. Love it, should be top shelf. Yes, got a great birdie putt there. Okay, Peak, can you answer? Yes. All right, and there you see that the Peak definitely has more of an ability to turn over than the PA-3. PA-3 is pretty stable. Peak, a little less stable. So it looks like it might come down to the last hole to break the tie here. So we're gonna do what we did like on my last review. I did Pixel versus Peak. If you wanna check that video out, it's up here. But we're gonna ace run the last hole. Got 4 discs. 4 ace runs at it, and then whichever one is closest to the pin, if we don't ace, is going to be the winner of this competition. I know it's not totally fair, but we'll kind of break the tie that way. All right, let's go to hole 9. Final hole we got here, hole 9 we're going to play today. 170 feet, basket's just over the hill. I tried to put you guys as high as I can. Not sure if you can see the top band, but it's a nice, easy little shot. So we're gonna alternate. We're gonna start with PA-3, Peak, and then we'll do PA-3, Peak. We're ace running it, baby. PA-3 up first. Oh, that's heading right at it now, a little to the right. Oh, hit a tree. That should be pretty close though. Hit a tree, knocked it towards the basket. Peak, your chance. Yeah, look at that turn. Like it just holds a turn a whole lot better than the PA-3. That's nowhere close. Good old shoestrick PA-3. Here we go. That's on it. Oh, a little fade. All right, if I would have done that same line with the peak, I think that would have been in. Here we go, peak. Yes, that's it. That's it. Get in. Ah, a little bit of a fade. Well, PA-3 definitely ended up the closest. Peaks were definitely about 50 feet, but we were definitely running at it. So, gotta say, biggest difference between the PA-3 and the peak. PA-3's got more stability for sure. Who knows? Maybe it's got to do with the fact that it's got a little bit bigger bead than the peak, but they both feel about the same when it comes to putting. So the peak will hold a little bit more of a turn, whereas the PA-3 will kind of come out of that turn. That's the biggest difference I've seen. But hey guys, PA-3 we're gonna call as the winner today. If you're looking for a PA-3 or a peak when it comes in stock release or any other disc, you can use my code, save yourself 10%, and it'll help the channel too. All right guys, until I see you next time, peace out.